We just lived through the most expensive election ever. Political groups spent $20 billion to bombard us with negative ads, spam our phones and emails, and drown out the voices of actual voters. And who paid for all that? Not you and me. Billionaires gave 19% of all money in the 2024 federal election. Never have so few people possessed so much influence over our elections and our elected officials. And why do they do it? It's not out of generosity or reverence for American self-government. These are business people. They expect to see a return on their investment, mainly policies designed for their benefit, and their hand-picked candidates deliver. People use all kinds of code words to disguise what's happening here. But let's call it what it is. It's legalized corruption.
Let's talk about what these super PACs are.
Super PACs.
A loophole.
An unlimited sum of money.
Dark money groups.
Dark money is flowing.
There aren't a lot of functioning democracies around the world that work this way.
Super PACs are a disaster. They're a scam. They cause dishonesty, and you better get rid of them.
For generations, the United States had laws to rein in pay-for-play politics. But 50 years ago, a small circle of lawyers began quietly rewriting the Constitution. It started with a case called Buckley v. Valeo, where the Supreme Court ruled that spending is a form of speech. And it spiraled out of control after the 2010 Citizens United decision. The court decided that corporations and other groups could spend an unlimited amount of money on elections. It doesn't take a law degree to see that's wrong, and it's dangerous. In fact, 8 in 10 Americans agree. But Congress or the states can't just legislate this problem away. Because of past court decisions, their hands are tied. There's only one path forward. We need to amend the Constitution, leaving no ambiguity on this issue and ensuring continuity, regardless of who holds office. That's our mission at American Promise. We're a cross-partisan organization, independents, Democrats, Republicans, bound by the belief that every American deserves free speech and representation in American self-government. And we're building a nationwide movement around the For Our Freedom Amendment. Our proposed amendment doesn't impose any partisan agenda. It doesn't mandate any new regulations. It doesn't prescribe a one-size-fits-all solution. It's just 3 simple paragraphs, allowing Americans and our representatives to place reasonable limitations on political spending again. 77% of Americans support the amendment, from every party, every state, every walk of life. Still, people ask us all the time, is this realistic? Can we really amend the Constitution? Our answer is yes. Typically, an amendment is proposed through a 2/3 vote in the House and Senate. Then, it has to be approved by 3/4 of state legislatures. It's not easy. Our government can feel so divided. We're so used to gridlock, squabbling, and excuses. But Americans have done this 27 times before.
8 of those were in response to Supreme Court decisions that the American people disagreed with.
And we're on track to do it again. We're organizing voters in cities and towns across the country, engaging lawmakers in state capitals in Washington, D.C., and building the popular support required to get an amendment proposed and ratified.
We've already won the backing of over 200 lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
And 24 states have already thrown their support behind the amendment.
Over the next few years, we're confident we can add
14 more,
getting us the 38 that will be required for ratification.
We have the momentum. Our country is ready to move past the corruption, past the division. Together, we can turn the page and finally fulfill the American promise, a government by the people, for the people.